And the fight against HIV and AIDS, testing and prevention services are critical.
CBS 2's Vanessa Murdock has more on this nonprofit working to expand its outreach.
At GMHC in Midtown, you are welcome. Everyone is welcome. This space is judgment-free, stigma-free, and offers free and confidential testing for HIV and other sexually transmitted diseases.
The only way to know if you have HIV or any STI is to test.
Director of GMHC Testing Center, Omi Singh, shares in 2019, 1,700 new HIV infections were reported in New York.
The highest rates of transmission tend to be among men who have sex with men, and in particular Black and Hispanic men who have sex with men.
Lack of access to consistent medical care and safe housing plays a role in the disproportionate impact on men of color.
We live in a nation where structural racism, poverty, lack of access to education leads to groups of people who become more prone to pandemics like HIV and COVID-19 and other illnesses.
Jason Cienciato with GMHC says this is why outreach to the most affected has been a critical component of GMHC's work through its 40 years serving the community. GMHC brings the show on the road to increase access to information and testing.
We often partner with colleges and universities, with faith-based organizations.
Free testing will be coming to Central Park too on May 15th during AIDS Walk New York. And at the Latex Ball in June.
We're gonna be all right. We're already all right.
When test results come back negative, prevention options get discussed. Of course, there are condoms, but there is medication too, PrEP and PEP.
PrEP is a medication that you can take before any sort of sexual encounter or other exposure to HIV that provides really, really strong protection against HIV transmission.
PEP is an emergency medication taken after exposure.
Getting people access to these medications can happen on site. It'll happen quickly.
To expand access to PrEP, GMHC partnered with QCare Plus, which offers virtual consults and sexual health medication delivered to your door.
When you look at sexual health, stigma is still the #1 reason of new HIV infections.
President and founder Quentin Raspberry says the company's mission is to create a stigma-free space and knock down barriers.
Needy patients where they are on the go. Patients might be between jobs, they might be at home, they might be a 15-minute break or 20-minute break between at work. They can actually have their consults done with a licensed specialized provider.
QCare Plus services are 100% free to patients. GMHC covers costs.
If someone tests positive in our testing center, we literally walk them to their first medical appointment at a partner's medical provider.
And help get them on antiviral medication within a week.
A person can remain healthy even with HIV if they're on that medication. I know that it's scary.
Singh assures GMHC is here to support you. From Midtown, Vanessa Murdock, CBS 2 News.
CBS 2 News is a proud media sponsor of GMHC's AIDS Walk New York, and we hope you will be there with us this Sunday, May 15th in Central Park to walk, to raise awareness, to raise money, and to break the stigma of HIV/AIDS.